Good evening, everyone. And off the top, she bought property, then she bought a house. But when she tried to merge the two into a home, she was told no.
Yeah, Trayson Bragg is live with us on how this has turned into a real estate nightmare. Trayson?
Oscar, Christine, we learned if you do not read and understand every word on a deed of trust, it may hurt you down the road. A property owner without a home.
We've already tried pretty much doing everything he's verbally told us to do to the house, and he's still rejecting it.
Karina Pena says 3 years ago, she and her mother purchased this lot for $16,000. They purchased this mobile home and made repairs for nearly $10,000 to place on the property. They say the owner of the subdivision told them multiple times they can't place the home on their property.
And in the new rejection letter, he included copies of what he so-called a contract that we had since the closing of the sale of the property, but that is not the original contract that we have.
Pena says in the contract her mother signed, there was no mention of a need for owner approval. We went to find out who is right in this situation. Real estate attorney Sharon Armaguer says you have to take a closer look and do your research. She explains the restrictions of the subdivision were addressed in the reservations from conveyance section of the deed.
What that references is things, documents that have been recorded before the deed that pertain to that property and that come with the property.
Armaguer says though the restrictions weren't individually listed, they are valid. She tells us one of the restrictions includes the type of mobile home the Penas were able to place on the property.
The fact that she didn't see them before is under the law not an excuse, because when you buy a piece of property, you are presumed by the law to know what is in the public deed records pertaining to your property.
Armaguer says to avoid this situation, hire an attorney or title company to examine the contract before purchasing any property. She tells us for those who are unable to, it is extremely important that you review the restrictions in the deed records department of your county. We will continue to track the Pena's fight for a home. In the studio, Trayson Bragg, Channel 5 News at 10.